Sniper Gang! What up, guys? Welcome to the Wednesday webinar. We're going to go ahead and dive right into it. It looks like majority of you guys are actually already on. Again, thanks for always jumping on early. It's usually the OG crew. And if a lot of you guys haven't seen good profits already, trust me, you're going to see them coming soon. For our OG crew, I know you guys have seen some good profits yourself. You know, maybe not in the overall scheme of things, you might not be up much, but the fact that you've actually been able to take away some really good gains. NWO was bread and butter, so that's the first one I think we're gonna go over. I'm gonna let my boy Sniper Al, Sniper Mike dive into this one. NWBO, this is an ideal play, something that will come back, and when it does, I want whoever wasn't in on it to be ready.
NWBO. We were all over this one. This couldn't have been better, truthfully, honestly. Before we even dive into this.
It looks like the new breakout. Looks like it's called, guys. So we're gonna go over, and at the whatever stock we're about to dive into, before we even type in the tickers, whatever it is. I mean, honestly, I know they're. I don't even know what kind of stock they are. It's bioscience or something. But that's the whole point behind this all, is that we're going to type in this ticker. But really the reason why we play this is because it is a pattern. And we really do play patterns when we break this all down. And as much as you do want to invest in a company and you think the company is going to be the next thing, we invest in patterns. And this pattern right here is one of our favorites. So if you are brand new, try to remember what this is. And if you sold a little bit early today and wondered why we held on, realize it's because it lined up with one of our favorite patterns and it held that pattern. And that's called a multi-month breakout. So now let me type in NWBO to show you guys exactly what's going on here. As a sniper, we always zoom out. That's what you got to do. To start your trade, you always got to zoom out. And look at this. We got a 1 year chart that it's got huge spikers in the past. Huge spikers in the past. And what's even better, these spikes happened at the 52-week break spots. I mean, this one died out, but this one at a 52-week break spot, this one at a multi-month high spot. So when this does break multi-month highs, meaning that it's breaking out of an area that it hasn't in a multi-month, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, that's a good thing for us. A lot of people would say that's crazy, but that's what coins us the stock snipers. That's what we're doing. So we're playing a pattern, multi-month break. There's one, there's the other. The one we play is now this one. So we know that it could do it in the past. And if we really zoom in to show you before that day happened, this is what it looked like. So, I mean, it's starting to look ideal. The thing about this was we got a really nice close, and we kind of pinpointed this one and found it before the breakout, which is that's what we do. That's what we corner ourselves. And that's the reason why we are really call ourselves the stock snipers, is because to find these kind of stocks does get boring. But we want to do that work for you. We want to do the dirty work, and that's what happens with NWBO. So we were able to find this off one of our watch lists that we have, our OTC watch list. We found it because it spiked before in the past. And this is the day that we bought it. So very light volume day. Nothing really was going on at all. But once we saw this spike up to here, it was up about 9-10%. So we noticed it on our radar. Pops on our radar. And it wasn't that interesting, the fact that it was having this small day, as you guys can see. If you look at it, you're like, what the hell? Why does this interest you? Because it's approaching that multi-month breakout spot, which is going to be the 52-week high. So it levels out here at 38. If you now zoom out to that spot I showed you before, the last high day is right here, 419. So that's what we have in mind. We also have the fact that 3.8 is resistance, 3.9 is resistance. So we got two resistance levels to notice. We know if it could get through those, has a good chance of coming up to this breakout. So now let's zoom into the day to show you why. That's why we were interested. So 38 is the first resistance spot. And as you can see on the day, it's actually having a hard time at that first resistance spot. So for us as a sniper, we want to make sure it can break that. And we want to make sure it can also hold the daily support. And that's what we got right here. We actually got a great hour and a half, or 2 hours actually, of holding 38, getting rejected, but also key, holding a tight range, not even going below a penny. So holding 37. So 38, 37 it's holding. And then, add on top of this all, it has news. Now, I don't know what Flashworks is, and I tried to read it. Look, that's the company you guys made money off of, Northwest Biotherapeutics.
There it is.
There's their logo, if you guys wanted to know. So, zoom down, and I try to read up onto this, and it kind of doesn't make sense to me, and that's okay. It's not supposed to make sense. But that little news gives us even more of a boost of that 52-week or that OTC multi-month breakout. So that's another catalyst that helps us out even more and gives us more confidence. So if it breaks 38, we have confidence. Holds 37, we have nice confidence. And then it has the news. So 39 is that next spot we wanted to break. And we decided to buy it during power hour because that's what we like to do, 3 o'clock to 4. That's our favorite time to buy. We bought it right here. Gonna test that 38 spot. We knew that we had 37 as risk, so not even risking a penny. The VWAP actually creeped up there now, so we feel more comfortable with it. And we know 419 is the next thing in range. And look at this. The buyers start to come in, and the legs start to come in. And this thing actually goes all the way to 40.5. So it broke both resistance of 38 and 39 within 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So now we feel really comfortable. Now we're saying maybe it'll test 41.5. That would actually be amazing if it could come up and test 41.9, because that's a 52-week high at the end of the day. It doesn't come up to test that spot, but it comes all the way to 41. So we are in action. We want to see some sort of gap up, at least the hold of 40. For sure 39 hold we need, but you don't want to see red on the day. You usually want to see green for it to start up. So that's what we're looking for to start the next day. And we know 41.9 is that next key spot. And we had the ticks instantly to 43. So we got the gap up, and we got it past that 41.9 spot. So we got the gap up past 41.9, instantly broke out, but held that 41.9 spot. So 41.9 is the breakout, breaks it, holds it. Very good sign when you're able to break out and hold it. And it doesn't just hold it, it breaks up all the way to 46. Remember, our entry spot's 37. So we get a almost 46 tick. Now it gets sellers, but still, even though it's a 46 to 42 crack, it's still holding that 41.9 spot. So that's what's key about this whole thing. It's really not going below that spot that it broke, that we wanted it to break. And that's what's really making us feel comfortable. Because even if it comes down here and we have to sell it, we still won on the trade. I mean, you don't win as much as you do, but you still win. That's why you have to let the winners keep going. And that's what's happening here. So now we're going to let this thing go. 9:50, 10 o'clock hits, and bids are literally stacking up. There's more buyers coming in than sellers. So when that happens, the stock has to go up. And that's what happens here. The stock goes up. And we put half our sell here at 46. We got filled, I think, right here. 46 half sell. We're really happy. But we're always happy with taking the meat of the move. As long as you made money on it, it's great. But you want to look for these 20% or more. It was an hour and 20%. So it was like time was against us, as well as we're rewarding ourselves. But everything is lining up. So why not hold the other half? And look at that. It gets actually a dip. We're kind of getting a little nervous about our second half position now. And no one wants to push this thing down. The buyers just keep coming in. It was like this 100K buyer that kept coming in and coming. And boom, the stock makes new high a day. It's literally a healthy higher lows. Even though it looks very choppy, which it was a healthy higher lows. And by 10:30 now, we're up in the 47 areas. And now we're even more comfortable with it. I think we had a limit at 47.4 with the other half. It sold it right here at this point. So we were able to sell the other half there for just over 20% on our money. It's exactly what we were looking for, just over $1,000. If you look at the stock, it actually ended up keeps all the way to 58. So amazing to see. The OTC market is fucking blazing hot, but you don't want to hold these things usually all day unless you're feeling very, very confident about them, or you have a great spot and you already have a bag. And that's what happened right here. We took the bag, took the meat of the move, took the $1,000. Because this is a beautiful play. This is one you really need to learn off of if you are brand new. And then if you're not and you're trying to just get into OTCs, 52-week OTC breakouts, this is what will help you grow your account.